Tough PR week
for
the WWE. Being like,
man.
hey, shout out to Trump for making America fit again.
Oof.
And then also, here's Brock Lesnar.
Guess who's back?
Who's named 50 times in a sexual trafficking lawsuit. Like,
And then guess what? We're not going to hold a press conference, so you can't ask us about it.
And we're going to cut off our press conferences this weekend, so no more press conferences.
Well, Dylan, SummerSlam came, and it went. And it went with a sour taste. And it went, wait, what? It went and left me with a sour taste in my mouth. And we're going to talk about what happened at SummerSlam. But first, we're going to give you a little bit of a t-shirt check. I'm going to kick us off here because if those of you who are watching, you can see Dylan, although does not have on a wrestling shirt, he has on still a pretty cool shirt. Was it some fish?
Yeah, it's a fish shirt. I just bought it because...
a bass?
Yeah, it was misprinted. So it's like...
Oh, misprint.
I mean, I don't think it's like worth anything. I just thought it looked cool. I just thought it was funny. Okay. They just printed it upside down. Like, I can look at it like this and read it.
Okay.
But... So I just thought it looked funny.
That is pretty funny. So... I'll get into my shirt first.
I'll at least show you this.
Okay.
Got myself this little guy recently.
Wow.
I went to this is a Randy Orton mystery mini.
In case you couldn't tell Funko, by looking at it.
Yeah, Funko
looks
Pop.
Nothing like them.
Yeah, I went to a store recently, and I was just looking around for cards, figs, stuff like that. And then they just had like one of these little guys. It was like wrapped. It was the like mystery like Funko
I
mini.
think I almost bought one of those.
So it was only $10, and I was like,
$10.
Yeah.
Whoa,
that's not that bad.
I feel like that seems like a lot of money for a little figure like that.
Yeah, but I
don't know
the little mystery
market.
Funko things. I think that was probably its retail price. Like I think.
Okay. What's like the coolest one you think you could have gotten? Did they have all the people that were in there?
Yeah, there were some cool ones. There was Cena, obviously. Sting was a pretty cool one.
Oh, Sting would have been cool.
Taker. They had some cool ones. But I'm not too disappointed with Randy. I could have done worse than Randy for sure. There was ones that were worse than Randy for sure.
The Rock.
Yeah.
Or Brock Lesnar.
Yes.
Little foreshadow.
Yes. And the other thing that we acquired this weekend, Mark, didn't acquire this physically this weekend, but metaphorically, the squad brought the world title back to where it belongs.
That's right.
Little also foreshadow into your shirt. So let's see that.
That's right. I got on. I was trying to figure out when I was going to wear the shirt last week. I think it was last week or the week before. I said I got a bunch of new shirts recently. This was one of them. Got a great deal on this one. I think this one, again, was maybe $15. And it's the Seth Rollins Kingslayer shirt right here. Boom.
Hell yeah. That's a fire one.
Yeah, this one's sweet. I needed a Seth Rollins t-shirt. It's my first one that I've got. And obviously after everything that has been happening with him and his team, I said, you know what? I need to pull the trigger on a Seth Rollins shirt. They had one I saw a while ago that I wanted that was, I think, 500 level. Those people that make shirts, they usually make pretty sick ones, but I couldn't find it. And so I decided to just hit up good old Poshmark and see what kind of damage I could do.
Still waiting for a fire faction shirt, and I have a feeling we might be getting that tonight, Mark.
Okay.
Seth Rollins, it's Monday. Seth Rollins is your new World Heavyweight Champion, obviously. We will get into that a little bit later, but I've been waiting to pull the trigger on a new shirt because I've been waiting for this faction shirt to come out, and I think it's gonna tonight, potentially.
I think they're going to wait until they decide on a name, which I don't know if you saw what they trademarked.
What was that?
So they put in a trademark for the Vision.
Yeah, that's probably that's probably the group. Not terrible. Like, it could be better, but
Lacks creativity.
lacks creativity for sure.
I
But
mean, AI came up with what, the Visionary? Wasn't that like one of the ones that AI came up that we did?
maybe.
They did something with Visionary, but Dylan, let's talk about SummerSlam here. We're not going to talk about every single match, but we'll kind of get into some of the top things that happened. So I guess first of all, actually, I wanted to actually start to do this too. I was thinking that for each PLE, we'll give a score out of 10, and then we'll use our combined score to give a final score, and then we can kind of have a leaderboard for every PLE so we can figure out, as the months go by, we can see what show moves up and down the leaderboard. So on a scale of 1 to 10, Dylan, what would you give SummerSlam as a whole?
What would I give SummerSlam as a whole?
You can use decimals, I'll say. Only to the first number. Actually, don't do decimals.
All right. Well, if I can't do decimals, I'll probably do 7.
Okay. I was between a 7 or an 8. I'm gonna give it an 8. So that would be a combined score of 15. I think night 1 was a 7.
7.5 out of 20. Or 7.5 out of 10.
Okay. I thought night 1 was a 7, and then I thought night 2 was like an 8. So I kind of just decided, whatever, round up.
I think probably 7's a cross for me.
Okay. So night 1, Dylan, let's talk about I think one of both of our biggest gripes was that we had 2 fairly short matches, and that was Sami Zayn defeated Karrion Kross in 8 minutes and 10 seconds, and then Tiffany Stratton defeated Jade Cargill in 7 minutes and 4 seconds.
And that one, I think, really, not a lot of people saw that coming, especially in that fashion.
So, what do you think this means for Karrion Kross eating this loss? Because I predicted Sami to win. You predicted Kross to win. Is Kross done in WWE? His contract's up. He's kind of been pretty vocal. At least as vocal as one could be.
He might be, dude. Like, he really might be. Because that match very much felt like it could have been a farewell. Like, thank you for your time, Karrion. And if they really don't believe in him, then
they're fools.
Yeah, I will say it was a pretty sloppy match.
Oh,
wasn't a great match.
No, something just wasn't clicking.
Yeah, so but yeah, man, I think that's the biggest thing is like if that really felt like kind of a send off to me.
Dude,
so
just put him in Seth's faction. For the love of God.
We'll see.
It's not hard. It's so easy. Just do it and let him cook.
I really think that might have been it.
Yeah, I agree.
But
which is a shame.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, obviously. And then the Tiffany and Jade match is just
crazy.
Baffling.
Crazy.
Right? Because they gave them so little time on screen.
7 minutes.
No, but I'm also saying they gave them so little time to even build the feud to begin with.
Sure.
And then, like, they gave them not enough TV time to build this feud properly. And then 7 minutes and Tiffany
the shortest match besides the cash-in. Shortest match is your women's WWE Championship match.
I gotta be like...
And Tiff retained.
That just feels like something that really feels like they changed something last second, and like that's why that happened, doesn't it? Like I am so like,
it's just
I'm not even saying that to like give the writers' room like any leeway because it's bullshit anyway. But I'm like, I don't. Is Jade like hurt and like?
No,
I'm
I just think they just fumbled this one. I'm not quite sure like what.
I mean,
like what were they? How do you?
or I wonder if there's like, I don't know, man. It just felt so weird to do that. Like,
Unless they just think Jade needs more time to like train or get better. Like that's really the only thing, which I disagree with. I think she's ready to be a main player for you, and I think she should have won at WrestleMania. Like I'm not pissed that Tiff retained. I'm just mad that Jade lost. Like it's just like I don't like all of that for what?
Yeah, for sure. And it was just
to lose cleanly in 7 minutes to Tiff.
Yeah, the way it happened was just so weird. It just like, if I'm being honest, like I'm just like, it doesn't like sit right with me. Like something was off about it. You know what I mean?
I thought it was a great match.
No, yeah, they hit the spots, but I'm like,
I thought they were
what they did in that
really
7 minutes was very good, but like something just felt off about it to me. Like I wonder if they like got their time cut. Like I can't fathom that it's like this in their head this whole time. It's like, all right, we'll give them like what, less than 10 minutes. Like,
yeah,
like
which also, but like, how do you cut time from a match when you started at 6 o'clock and you finish at 9:30?
I
like
100% agree with you.
What are we doing?
Yeah, it was weird, man. Like it was weird. Like that's what I mean. Like I'm interested, especially with Unreal. Who knows what we'll be able to see behind the scenes now? But I'm really interested to see if we get if they're like filming Unreal right now, and if we get like an insight as to what happened with this.
They are doing another season.
Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, that agreed, man. That was one of my biggest shocks of the weekend. Truly, as far as match outcomes are concerned, was Tiffany retaining.
Nothing about it made sense to me. So, like, where does Tiff go from here? Where does Jade go from here?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, maybe that just felt like the time to take it off Tiff. And I love Tiff. I think she's done a very good job as champion, honestly. I'm curious, like, I don't know, like, maybe they just,
SmackDown.
If I'm being honest, like, one of the things that I think of is I'm like, maybe they just want to put the title back on Bianca. So they were just like maybe they just want to put the title on Bianca. So they were just like, well, you can't have Jade win if that's what we want to do then. So it's like, I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying.
But even like that doesn't even make sense.
I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't be surprised if Tiff, like, goes up against like Bianca in Paris and drops it to her there, and it's like, oh, okay, well that's why Jade didn't win, is because they wanted to put it on Bianca.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it makes like I'm not saying it's a good logic. I'm just trying to figure out what their logic might be.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the only thing that I think the thing that makes most sense to explain it is that they probably don't think that Jade is kind of ready, which I think we both can disagree that Jade is very much ready. I thought that was like, I was literally watching it and I was like, this is probably like Jade's best match that she's had in WWE.
Yeah, we'll watch it. We'll see. Like we'll see
on
how
SmackDown.
It plays out.
So I'll tell you what match went too long, Dylan, and that was Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul beating Jelly Roll and Randy Orton. That match went 17 minutes.
Far too long.
17 minutes.
Yeah, very, very long.
Jeez. Tell me we couldn't shave off some of that time to give to Tiff and Jade?
Yeah.
How'd you feel about this outcome in this match as a whole?
I mean, it was cool. It was honestly a pleasant surprise to see Jelly Roll take the pin. So
yeah,
I'll say
agreed.
Like, respect to him on that front for being like, yeah, fuck it, throw me out there, I'll take the pin. Like,
took a great bump.
Yeah, like obviously he got put through the table, so he did, like, he 100% like was, I think he was 100% respectful of the opportunity that they gave him. Yes. You know what I mean? And he absolutely made the most of it. And I was like, pleasantly surprised. I think obviously we don't have to talk about it much more. The match is over, but I think obviously our biggest gripe was that it should have been happening in the first place. But
Yeah.
once we are in that situation, I really do just try to look at it from like, all right, well, it is happening. So I'm not going to be too mad about like, I'm going to try not to be too mad about it and just like judge it objectively and be like, all right, this is a guy coming in. And it was nice to see him take the pin. I thought it was a good outcome, honestly. I thought Logan pinning Jelly Roll was a fine outcome. I was fine with that. And hopefully we kind of just move on. But yeah,
Yeah.
far too long.
Yeah. I agree with pretty much everything you said. It didn't go. I thought like Randy and Drew were gonna start out, and then Jelly Roll would come in for the hot tag, and then kind of get the win. But Jelly Roll starting off was fine. I think Jelly Roll probably got in a little too much offense. I think like once Drew got in, he should have just obliterated him, which he kind of did. But I don't know. He just like connected with a few punches that like staggered Drew, and like obviously it just surprised them, and they were playing on that. But it's like, dude, you've got an outsider, somebody who is not a wrestler in there with like Drew McIntyre. Like you should beat the piss out of him every single time.
I just think it's like it's a little bit naive to just think he'll get no offense in though.
I didn't think he was.
Yeah, like
But
you know
I
what
think
I mean?
it's like realistically, I think he probably shouldn't have.
Yeah. I mean, we can all agree on that. But then that's also wrestling scripted.
You got that right. I will say also, I did like this team of Logan and Drew. I thought their whole build up to this match was a lot of fun.
They've done a good job. And
but it is
yeah,
what
hopefully
it is.
we're done with Jelly Roll though for now. And we can move on.
Yeah.
And if Jelly Roll makes an appearance, hopefully it's not in the ring.
Yeah, especially when you have like someone like Julia get left off of the card for 2 nights on a show again. Gets done before 10 o'clock. Give Julia a 10-minute match, man. I don't know. It's not hard, but it is what it is. Let's move on and talk about the biggest shock of the night, potentially the biggest win overall for the Burning Hammer that we've had, Dylan. And before we get into the successful cash-in, the ruse of the century, let's talk about Gunther versus CM Punk. 30 minutes this match went, Dylan. Absolute banger.
Yeah, I really, really enjoyed it, man. CM Punk got the shit kicked out of him, dude. Like,
boy, did he.
Like, after the whole I was like, I don't know how this man is standing, bro. Like,
Dude.
He really got obliterated. And I thought, like, when Gunther got busted open and then, you know what I mean? And it's like, I like that. Like, that Gunther's, like, he's so traditional. The idea of him bleeding and tasting his own blood isn't something that he's expecting or used to or comfortable with. You know what I mean? He's a traditional mat
Nobody
general.
makes me bleed my own blood.
Yeah, honestly, very much that vibe. So the idea when he was like backing off when he's bleeding, and I don't know, I really liked all of that. I thought they told a brilliant story. And I was really happy that obviously it wasn't for too long, but I was really happy that Punk did get his moment there for a little bit.
5 minutes and 7 seconds, I believe, was the official time.
Yeah, I mean it's Punk. Punk becomes the first person to win the WWE World Title after winning the AEW World Title, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, and
but then he lost it.
But then he lost it. But then what I've been saying from the jump, it was all so fishy.
Go off.
It was all so fishy. I've been saying it from the night it happened. You can see the video we posted almost to a T. Did I say
shout out to Billy and Purple?
Stand up straight, drop the thing
for the edits.
People saying predictable.
Nah.
Dude, I said this the second it happened, man. It's so easy to say that in hindsight, but
it also wasn't predictable at all.
Yeah, roll the clips, man. It's
roll.
I was calling this, and obviously I did say it was a little bit of wishful thinking in there, but there's just from the jump the idea that Seth Rollins just didn't know what was going on with his knee. I was like, well, that's not he's like one of their top stars. They're not just gonna not know what's going on. Like that's just not how going to the doctors works. Like, so yeah, that's when it really was like, all right, this feels weird.
Ruse of the century, man.
Ruse of the century, man. Did he stand up and take away that world title from Pepsi Phil? And we have a new world champion, Seth freaking Rollins. Sing the damn song.
Could not sleep that night. I was so amped up of Seth cashing in, man.
What a cash
I haven't been
man.
that fired up in a long time. I was ready to run through a gosh darn brick wall.
Yeah, man, I was screaming, "That's my goat! That's my goat!" And I was like, Aaron was like, "You said it the whole time. You said it the whole time." And yeah, man, like this was sick. You know, as much, and I will say, as much as I am happy that Seth is world champion and how awesome this all was, obviously there's the part of me that is like, damn, because I was happy to see Punk with that title, and I would have been happy for a Punk run.
Bro, especially after that match, because it was just like, dude, like he's still very much like has enough gas just to go.
No, 100%. Like
that's what that match proved to me. Yeah, it's like he could still go,
and it'll be really, really interesting and fun to see what happens tonight on Monday Night Raw and where they go with this.
So, I will say,
I think CM Punk's probably the front runner to win the Rumble at this point, though.
Yeah.
Because as much as we'd say, I think it's one of the good things, and I think it's honestly become a negative thing with Triple H, is that he's constantly looking at the long-term picture, which can be an awesome thing, and we've gotten great things because of it. But it then, because he is like so focused on the long-term story, it's kind of able to see when the lines get drawn a little bit, and you're able to be like, oh, so this is probably all going to lead back to Mania, Seth versus Punk at Mania for the title.
Yeah.
I feel pretty confident that's going to happen. Obviously, you never know. But I'd say Punk is probably my top choice to win the Rumble at this point. We obviously have a ton more matches to talk about, but
he was also for WWE Unreal, which maybe we'll talk more about that in next week's episode of the podcast, but he was like the front runner in the writer's room to win the Rumble.
I think that's part of where I'm coming from with maybe my decision as well. Not my decision, but my thought. But
I believe it was Michael Hayes who really pushed for Jay to win, and it was a great moment. So
yeah,
good on you, I guess, Michael Hayes. We're picking Jay, even though I feel like everybody probably would have picked Jay to win. But
even though Michael Hayes is like an old creep.
Yeah. All right. So
get out of here, Michael Hayes. Get out of here.
Is there anything else we want to talk about night one? I will say I was livid for a split second because I didn't think he was going to cash in. I thought he was just limping out there. And once he started to turn for like a second, I was so mad. But then once I saw Paul wasn't walking back with them, I was like, okay, he's going to cash in. But like for a split second, dude, it was the maddest I've been in a long time.
Why were you mad?
I thought they were just like teasing it and he was actually hurt. And then we were just going to have to wait.
Gotcha. And you would have been mad about that?
Yeah. Don't get me fired up like he's about to do it and then me have to wait 8 months.
Yeah, that's true.
That would have sucked. And then obviously, Paul Heyman hugging Seth Rollins.
Oh my gosh, that was awesome.
That's probably already a t-shirt, and I will probably buy it.
So good. So good.
If they come out with that shirt and we don't get the faction shirt, I probably will just pull the trigger on that shirt.
Yeah.
Of like the Titanic meme. Man, the Oracle.
They already did come out with a shirt of that, you said?
No, if they do.
Oh.
I was just saying they probably already have them. Like, they already made that shirt instantly.
Yeah, they have to.
There's no way they don't
immediately
get someone to design it as soon as Heyman hugs. So, all right, so let's move on to the second night.
Planned?
I
don't think so.
I think No.
I don't think so. I think he just did it.
I think Heyman saw him and was just like, dude, he's probably just.
I know.
That's why he's the man. Like, no one
That's what
told
I
him to
mean.
go out there and hug him like that.
That's what I mean. Like that's the only other thing is like of if they were like, let's do the Titanic pose like after we win. But like,
Also, it's so insane. Nobody thinks to do that.
no, that's what I think. I
Like,
think it was
it's
just
so
like,
bizarre
it's
and
just
funny.
No, I agree. I think it was all.
That's
just
why Paul's
Paul.
the best, man.
I think it was just Paul in the moment.
Paul's the best.
Yeah, man, that was great.
All right, so let's move on to the second night, which I thought was significantly better. I know you were a bit more pessimistic about it, as
I
we
think
were
I was
kind of
just
towards the end.
I think it felt anticlimactic to me. Obviously, besides like the ending was crazy, but I think like all the matches felt kind of anticlimactic to me, and that was kind of like I was just like, oh, okay, that's it. Like, and it's not that they were bad. Like, I'm really happy Naomi retained. I really enjoyed that match. What do we got? The steel cage match was honestly one of my biggest gripes of the night.
Okay, that's fair.
Like, it's a still. Why did you even do a steel cage match if you're just other people are just going to get involved?
Yeah. Sadly, I kind of figured that they were going to get involved.
So did I, but like I kind of thought it might be like a thing where they all take each other out and then it's like Jacob and Solo again. Like the idea of it, like I don't know, it's just like why even do a steel cage? Why even pretend that people aren't going to get involved? Like the point of the steel cage is
to keep people out.
Yes. So it's
people
just,
can so easily just get in.
And it's also just like, and then it's also like once you then unlock the thing of like, all right, we're gonna have people go into the cage. Now it's like every time you have a cage match, why doesn't that should just happen every time? Like it now like ruins the logic behind it. Like, I don't know. It's just it was weird. And then yeah, Dom and AJ, I was just like, I feel like they could have just like done a lot more if they were. Do you have how long that match was?
10 minutes and 41 seconds.
Yeah, I wish they would have been given a little bit more time, man. Like that would have. I think Dom and AJ could have cooked a little bit. I don't think it was like terrible for what they had, for the time they had by any means.
Yeah.
But no, overall, after sitting on it with a night, I definitely feel better about like the overall show. About the overall show today than I did yesterday. And maybe it was the lack of title changes, but I don't even think it was that. I think it was just it just felt a bit anticlimactic to me at moments. But I mean, that's the lack of title changes probably has something to do with it. And like I said, I sat on it for a night, and I feel a little bit better about it than I did last night, especially because if you just look at just the two main events, they were both so damn good, dude. So like,
yeah,
I mean, just really, really good. So,
yeah, I mean, you had all 6 matches were title matches, and we only had the one title change, and we had 1, 2, 3, 4 had 4 had stipulations, and then one
was a triple threat that was
one was a triple threat, which is basically no disqualification. So I don't know. I didn't really realize how much better on paper that the second night was until you said something.
Yeah, that was also a thing that like bothered me. Was like they had 3 tag matches on the first night compared to 0 on the second night. Like, or besides they had the one, but it wasn't a traditional tag match. It was like they had 3 traditional tag team matches on night 1 versus 0 traditional tag team matches on night 2. Like, and then like you said, basically 5 stipulation matches. And yeah, it was just obviously the cash in was a awesome ending, but yeah, the short matches really, I think that was also like the back, and they were back to back, I think, so that like really left a sour taste. Like the 2 short matches
on night 1.
Yeah,
they
so
were.
I think Yeah, so I think that really left like a sour taste where people are like, "What are we even doing?" It's like 8:30.
Dude, they did the same thing in night 2 because Solo's match and Dom's match. Solo's match went 12 minutes and Dom's match
Yeah.
went 10 minutes, and they were back to back. I don't know. Call me crazy, but if you got a match at SummerSlam, you should be able to wrestle at least 15 minutes.
I agree, and I understand that like not everybody like I understand that there's a purpose and a necessity to have a couple of maybe 10-minute matches in there, but like just throwing out like 30 and 40-minute matches while Tiff has a 7-minute. Tiff and Jade have a 7-minute match is crazy.
Yeah. So, what do you think's next for Naomi? Well, I guess we have
Steph
Steph.
back there.
Steph,
what's next? Yeah.
later this month.
Yep.
Which
Clash
is
in
crazy.
Paris.
August 31st. So, do you think they're gonna start?
I think. Sorry.
Jeez.
If what do you think is next for Lyra? That's what my question is. Lyra and Bailey, I think, will feud for a little bit. But do you think Lyra's gonna get pushed up to like the main of the top of the women's picture soon, or by the end of the year?
Probably not. Like, I think for now the end for her is like recapturing the IC title.
Well, she can't. Well, Becky has it.
Oh, I forgot about that. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know what she's gonna do then.
That's what I mean. I think they kind of have plans for her. I mean,
I Bailey. Maybe Bailey takes the title off of Becky.
Yeah, I think that might be where they go eventually. I think obviously she'll feud with Bailey for now. But yeah, I mean, I think Lyra really kind of they threw her in the water and she swam in this like feud with Becky. I thought she's really done. Besides that little jig she did that one time, that was weird. She did. It was like last week. It was weird. Don't even worry about it. It was weird.
I won't worry about it.
She was like, "These are like my Becky stompers" or something, and then did a little dance.
That's why they called them Becky Stompers.
Is that what they? Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
She just had like
these like real
5-inch.
Yeah.
I thought just because she kicked her.
Little dance was very like, you didn't need to do that. That was a little cringy. It was very like millennial cringe. Like,
okay,
but
right, that's fair.
Other than that, I thought she's done a really great job in this feud. And I thought their match was really good. Like, obviously, I think people pointed out a slip up that I think we both noticed it right away, that the zip tie was not tight enough around her hands.
No, it wasn't. That
stuff
stresses me out, man, whenever they do stuff like that.
But I thought she handled it really well. Like, I thought and it was a really good match, honestly. I really enjoyed it. So, yeah, I'm just interested to see what she does next. Essentially, my big question is like whether she's gonna move up to the world title picture somewhat soon.
Maybe, but
yeah, I don't know if I see her winning one too soon, but I could see her getting like a little feud with like Naomi at some point.
Yeah, I mean,
Naomi has a good run.
It depends if they're going to like have a long-ish feud with Steph and Naomi, or if that's going to be kind of clash in Paris, and then they're kind of put that on the back burner. But before we get to the main event, I don't know if you kind of noticed it, but I feel like Michael Cole wasn't at his best.
He hasn't been at his best as of late.
Dude,
I don't know what it is.
There's like a handful of times where he just kind of like missed things or was like a step behind.
It feels like he's been like, and I don't want this to like come off as disrespectful, so I want to like hear the way it's. No, not in a bad way. Like, not in like anything.
Not
like,
disrespectful in a bad way.
No, I'm saying I'm not gonna like fucking call him a piece of shit. Like, I'm just saying like, it was. I think, has he felt a little bit more like lazy on the mic? Like, it feels like he's been phoning it in a little bit more, I think is a good way to say it. Like, it
Okay.
feels like he's been kind of just being like, I'm Michael Cole. It feels like he's been like not that prepared. Does that make sense? It feels like I don't know. Like, he's just been missing a lot of stuff lately, and I've just been like, do you like not know what's going on, dude? Like, what do you?
I think so. I
love
like
Cole. This isn't me shitting on Cole.
one of the goats.
Yeah.
Top 2. I just noticed that like he would just kind of like miscall things.
Yeah, like I've heard him miscall some things. I've heard him
like
use wrong names. I've heard him like just like where I'm like little stuff to where I'm like, why are you doing that? Like that just feels like you're out of. That's like stuff to me where I'm like you're like out of practice.
Yeah.
To where you're just like not even like. I'm almost like, does he have like too much on his plate in WWE outside of just calling Raw? Like,
I don't know. Maybe it's because his boy Pat's not sitting next to him.
Yeah, maybe he's like fucking sad about it. But no, but it was when Pat was there, man. It was when Pat was there. No, I honestly think it is. It feels like Pat rubbed off on him.
Oh, way to go, Pat.
Can't you kind of see that?
Sure.
But anyway,
I just know it was like a handful of times. Michael Cole's top 2. Him and JR. You can debate.
I will say now that we brought it up though, keep an eye on it and let's see if we like notice him.
I noticed probably at least 5 times where he would say something wrong.
I've been noticing it for like a month.
At least on SummerSlam. Yeah. SummerSlam, there was like the one time, Rhea was biting, I think Naomi's finger, and he was like, "Oh, Rhea's got her hair," and then Wade has to like kind of not be like you're wrong, but he's like, "Oh, I think she may have gotten the thumb, but regardless."
Wade had to do that.
And like you have to like kind of like politely correct him, and like I don't know. I thought Wade was awesome last night. Like Wade Barrett.
Wade is so good.
He's so good. I think more people need to give Wade Barrett credit. He is so good.
Very, very, very good.
And hopefully we can just get Graves back in permanently on Monday Night Raw. So we'll have to see. But Dylan, it's time to talk street fighting, and that's the street fight of Cody Rhodes versus John Cena.
Indeed.
This match, in case anybody was wondering, bell to bell went 37 minutes. Wowzers.
I mean, what a banger. These guys wanted to make up for their WrestleMania match. I think that was very apparent. Man, these guys went to war. And I think it's becoming more apparent why it was a street fight as well, because it was Cena's last match as champion. Like it was, they wanted to pull out all the stops, and it's also making it a street fight is the best way possible to have 2 baby faces be able to do a bunch of bad stuff and not have it be super heely. But I mean, Cena kicking out of the 3 crossroads, potentially my favorite moment of the year, dude. Like, how did you feel in that moment?
See,
did you think it? I mean, I was like, "That's it."
I did think it was it, but I also like was kind of slightly annoyed just because I feel like they hit too many finishers during the match.
Yeah, they did, but I think it was like I was 100% agreeing with it, but it's just aged with me. I'm like, that was Cena's last ever WWE champion match. Man. Yeah, like think if you were like,
I just thought they would have protected the AA a little more.
I think that's the point.
Okay. That's fair.
I think the point is like someone finally is able to be like on the level of big match John. You know what I mean? Like that sort of like the Super Cena stuff. Like there's like I don't know, man. Like as it sat with me, like I was just like, yeah, like the best way to end that is have Cena like, because it makes sense. It's like Cena knows he's giving literally everything he has because he knows this is his last chance to go home, like with this championship. It's like, I don't know, man. Like as it's aged with me, I understand what you're saying. Like with spamming the AA specifically. Part of me thought like Cena was just like not to be like he went 37 minutes and late into his career and doesn't have a ton in his bag to where he's like, I'm going to give you guys some extra AAs instead of just breaking out like a bunch of different, like, you know what I mean? Like,
but that being said, he hit the
he hit a code
sunset.
red.
Yeah, the code red.
That was great. No, I'm not saying. I'm saying he brought out plenty that, like, I'm fine with him spamming some AAs in his final world title match. Like,
I thought he looked great too.
Yeah,
100%. For going 37 minutes in a street
100%.
fight.
It was banger. It was probably match of the year.
I would probably agree.
And then, dude, I just like sitting on it again. Like, I want to rewatch it because I really, really enjoyed it.
Sure. How funny was it, him coming up through the Cody Vader?
Oh, my God. That was awesome, dude.
That was
great.
Funny.
That was really great. Dude, and I wasn't the way he just fucking threw Cody.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't even AA him. He fucking threw him.
Chuck that boy.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, man. Love Cena. And of course,
anything else positive you want to talk about before we get into post-match?
I mean, we didn't say, but Cody won. Like
Cody did win.
Cody is the new champion. Cody is your new WWE champion.
Right call, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think we're all also, let's say this.
Please.
These were the big things for me. I think I wanted Cody to win.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted Cena to stay babyface. I wanted Cody to stay babyface. It all happened. Take away what happens next. Out of it, whatever. I mean, you can't take it out of it, but the three things I did want to happen did happen. So I'm very happy on that front, at least. Like,
okay,
the babyface Cena turn isn't a ruse. It's real.
No.
We got babyface Cena back. Like, because if it wasn't, it would have happened. If Cody was going to turn, it would have happened.
He's never going to turn.
Like, it's... Yeah, like, we essentially, like, made it through the clear, essentially, in my head, to where I'm like, okay, now we can just enjoy the Cena run, kind of, like, and, man.
Well, all right, let me ask you this first. What do you think is next for Cody? Like, who's up next? Drew?
Maybe.
Who's Cody facing at Paris? Carmelo?
Nah.
I wish.
Is Finn a crazy idea, even though he's still
on Raw?
Well, even though he's a tag champ right now?
Probably. I'd say it's fairly crazy.
What
Not
about...
in a bad way.
Yeah, I mean, I think Drew is probably a safe bet. But Aleister Black.
That's interesting. Obviously, they have some history in AEW. Because they only have a couple weeks to build a match for Clash of Paris.
Is Cody 100% on Paris?
I mean, probably. I would be very surprised if he does not wrestle on that show.
And Cena's on Paris, right?
I don't know if he's been advertised for it. Probably. But he'll probably face Brock Lesnar.
That's what I mean. So hopefully that's just like a one and done there.
Yeah. Actually, let's just talk about it now.
Yeah, I mean, and then obviously Brock Lesnar came back.
Oh, God. Somehow, I think they had something probably worse than The Rock happen.
I
mean, good God.
Yeah.
Not great.
Not great.
Tough look.
Tough PR week
for the
WWE. being like,
man.
"Hey, shout out to Trump for making America fit again."
Oof.
And then also, here's Brock Lesnar.
Guess who's back?
Who's named 50 times in a sexual trafficking lawsuit. Like,
And then guess what? We're not going to hold a press conference, so you can't ask us about it.
And we're going to cut off our press conferences this weekend, so no more press conferences. So I will say, stuff like this.
Cowards! They are
like,
cowards.
I love all of wrestling. I watch, I consume tons of different companies. But stuff like this is where I'm like, all right, yeah, man, I got to get back on like the consuming some other shit. Because it's like better for my soul when I'm like able to just be like, all right, bro, there is like, because the shit
options.
Like, yeah,
there's options.
Like, and it's not that I'm like, yeah, I'm just like, and AEW has been good as of late. So, I think, I don't know, a moment like that is like, damn. Like, a moment like that makes me happy that I'm just like, damn. As annoying as Tony Khan is, he wouldn't do this.
No, he would not.
Like, and I don't know. I'm grateful that there's an owner. As much as I love to shit on Tony Khan, I'm grateful that there's an owner like Tony Khan. I shit on him because he's a mark, because he's just like us. And but I think
so. I mean, let's assume.
Hopefully, it's a one and done.
One and done. Cody, him versus Lesnar.
I mean, so I will say, to be positive on that front of it being a one and done.
Please.
Randy was a one and done. Punk was a one and done. Seems like they're bringing out the hits.
Yeah.
There's not a ton of time left. The vibe has very much been probably one-offs. With the major feud being Cody. I think I'm pretty confident. This will at least be a, like, at the most 2 matches, but I don't think they're going to. I think it's one and done.
I agree, and I'm just going to agree just so I can kind of manifest it. Do you think?
Because I'm almost positive Cena's going to be on the Babyface War Games team.
Okay, I like that.
With Cody. So, I'm almost positive. I'll give you the Babyface War Games team right now.
Please.
It's Roman, Jay, Punk, Cody, Cena.
Against Seth's crew?
Against Seth's crew. And he comes in
Good
with...
God.
I don't know whether he's going to... I would say
super soldiers.
He adds a member and or just recruits somebody, similar to how Bronson was recruited the year prior.
Interesting.
Yeah, I feel pretty good that they're not going to add anybody to Seth's group though at this point. I think they would have done it by now. Maybe they will now that he's champion. You never know. But
so I think if we get the name tonight for us, yesterday for you guys, then if we get the name before another member, like I don't think we're going to get another member. So if they come out and they're like, we are the Vision, then like I don't think they'll add a member to like their official team. I think if we don't get a name on Monday Night Raw, then I feel a little more confident we're going to get another member. But either way, if they don't add somebody, that's fine. If they do add somebody, make sure it's somebody sick, and I think that they will. That it will be somebody sick because they've been cooking, and this feud only gets better and better. But you guys let us know in the comments. What did you think about SummerSlam overall? Also, real quick, before we sign off, Dylan, I know we were talking about it off air, but people were distracted in that Becky and Lyra match because they were doing the wave.
Okay.
Goddamn.
Do it in between matches.
Yeah, don't do it in the middle of a banger.
Yeah, that made me mad.
That also made me mad.
Because I was just like, this crowd is fucking me up. Like, I don't understand.
And it was they did it night 1 too. They got distracted by something, which I don't know. It is what it is, but pay attention to the matches.
You're in a crowd. Just do it in between the match.
Yeah, or don't do it at all. I don't care. The wave isn't cool, I feel like.
That's whatever. I mean, you don't have to be like a party pooper about it. Like, if you're at an event.
All right. You could do the wave. You could do the wave.
You could
Just
do the
not
wave.
during-
Just
not
don't do
during
it
matches.
during like in the middle of something cool going on.
All right. So that's gonna wrap it up. If you want to hear us talk about some AI generated gimmicks for Burning Hammer Wrestling, that's our next video. That will be out Thursday, so be on the lookout for that. Smash that subscribe button and click that bell so you get notified every single time that we upload a new video. With that being said, I'm Marcus, he is Dylan O'Brien, and we'll catch you in the next video.